On February 7th of the year 2019, Animal Jam Classic launched a very special item called My Shop. Shops are available for purchase in the Diamond Shop for 5 diamonds, and each shop unit can hold up to 24 items for sale at one time. This is a den item that allows players to sell their own items directly to other players for gems or diamonds. Before the introduction of shops, trading was the only way to exchange items and was largely barter-based, but the introduction of shops made it so that the worth of an item was no longer solely gauged based on what someone would trade for it, because shops introduced fixed prices. Back then, black long collars were worth 500 diamonds, and den betas were sold for 20 diamonds each. Since then, the market has adjusted due to inflation and worth changes. Diamonds quickly became a universal language of value because they were easy to store, transfer, and price against. Once that happened, gems were only useful for low-worth cosmetic items or den items. A common belief that many people hold is that shops killed trading. Whether you believe that or not is your prerogative, and perhaps I'm being too optimistic, but I'd like to think that trading wasn't quite killed, it was just split into tiers. Lower and mid-tier items are mostly handled through shops, while high-tier rares are still traded manually. For example, oftentimes den betas or wristbands get sold in shops, while contest items or headdresses are typically items that will be traded. I'll be honest, I can see why you might think that shops ruined the game. Animal Jam Classic shifted from a social game with trading to something like a virtual marketplace with some social elements. If you're someone who plays for social interactions and having fun with friends, it's much more difficult to find that than it used to be back in the day. The bulk of what you'll see in Jamal Township these days are advertisements for Jammer's super cool and sick shops, and there are a handful of people who have really unique and silly ways of advertising their stores, but there are far more people who AFK and repeat the same shop slop over and over again. Personally, I fell in love with the economic aspects of Animal Jam Classic when I was like 10, and that is still true today. I love trading, and I enjoy browsing shops looking for a great deal, but let me know what you think about shops. Anyway, if you listen this far, I've got a pat on the back for you and a firm handshake. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, stay safe, see you in the next one.